with a 16-year-old while he was at my brother's funeral with me. It's been 5 years and I still can't get over it. To give some context, I dated this guy for 3.5 years before a ton of information was brought to light that ultimately made me end things with him. I had no idea any of this happened until years later into the relationship. Backstory: this guy and I went on a first date in November 2019. I was 19 when we met. We hit it off really well, and things started to move fast between us. Within 2 weeks of us going on dates and seeing each other, he asked me to be his girlfriend. He came to my door with gifts, and in the card said, "Will you be my girlfriend?" To which I replied, yes. This was my first time being spoiled by a guy, and overall treated really well. Or so I thought. I always assumed it was common knowledge that when you make things official with someone, the loyalty starts right then and there. Well, clearly not for him. This man was never loyal from the start, but I had no idea. He also told me he was a virgin waiting for marriage, which I ended up finding out later was a complete lie. This man lied about a lot of things apparently. Well, shortly after we start dating, I go home from college for winter break, and we don't see each other that whole break because I live quite far from campus, but we FaceTime and talk every day. So, this first month into us dating, a tragedy happens and my brother passes. I tell my new boyfriend about what happened, and he says he'd come to my brother's funeral to support me. So he comes and we get a hotel together because there was already a ton of family staying at my parents' place. Now, because this man told me he was a virgin waiting for marriage, I wasn't. I didn't want to pressure him into doing anything. He actually wasn't a virgin waiting for marriage. He had like 7 bodies, and I still have no clue why he would lie about that. But I digress. Unbeknownst to me, that same night that I was asleep in his arms at the hotel, he was texting some 16-year-old girl making plans with her to meet up and have sex. He was literally sexting her while I was asleep in his arms. Disgusting. So the next day comes, and we're at my brother's funeral, and this is the day that he starts looking at Airbnbs with the girl. They decide on one, and he texts her, "I'm just thinking about how I can't wait to fuck you." Yes, he wrote that in all caps. You might be wondering, how did I find all of this out? Check out this channel for part 2, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.